I think it's been about 6 months since I last went thrifting to try and find items to sell for a profit on eBay. And I thought, well, let's go and do it today. Let's go and check it out. Is thrifting still a viable option for eBay sellers, or is it just a complete waste of time? Maybe the game's changed, I don't know. I'm out here looking for DVDs, video games, and CDs today. That's predominantly the categories that I love to sell on eBay. It makes up the majority of the stock that you can see behind me here. Let's see how much money we can make. Man, it has been a long time. See if we can try and find some profit. That's right, mate.
Sorry, mate.
Cheers. Hey there. Go grab the game just in the shelf. Just that one there. Just this one right here. Yeah. Cheers.
$75.
Let's do it.
I didn't price that. So you want it?
Yeah, I'll take it. Well guys, I am absolutely wrapped with that first buy of the day. For $75, it's, I guess, the experience of having done this for 5 years that gave me the true confidence to go ahead with that. Comps are going for about $180 to $155. So at $75, when you take out the fees, the postage and the cost of goods, plus the desirability of the item being a collector's edition, it's got the bonus disc, we should be able to make ourselves close to 50 bucks on that. And we should be able to do it in a pretty quick space of time as well. Now, I use the eBay app and the eProfit calculator to work out all of these numbers. So if you're interested in finding out a bit more about that, I've got a sourcing guide linked for you in the description below, totally free. And if you're new to selling on eBay, it'll help a lot. Amazing. Lost 1 to 6. And it's only $8. That's huge. Oh, this is good too. Murdoch Mysteries 1 to 10. That's a big get. We'll go through that later. But yes, this looks good too. Pink Panther Collector's Edition. I think it's worth grabbing if it's $1 each. From the looks of that, I think it is. This is a good one as well. Life on Mars. We've got Season 1 and Season 2 there. And it's Region 4. You can tell it's Region 4 based on the MA 15 plus rating. So that's good. And they were $3 each, so we'll definitely add that.
Hello.
Cashing out.
Right.
All those, thank you.
16 and 25.
41.
Yeah. 40? 40.
40. Yep. Done. No worries.
40 under CDs and DVDs.
So there we go. $40 spend, guys, and we're going to be able to get about 70 on that. We're going to get about 35 on that, so call it 100. This I think we can get about 60 or 70 for, so there's one, say 170, and then I can get 30 for that one there, the Pink Panther collection. So that's $200 worth of DVDs, 4 listings, an average of $50, which is exactly what I like to do, and we only paid $40, so it's incredibly profitable. The DVDs, guys, I swear by them. You don't need to be buying a ton of items, guys, to be getting real success on eBay. These items are all going to sell very well, and I've almost got an entire day's worth of listings, and I'm only at 5 listings. So when you're playing on eBay through a listing value perspective and not a quantity perspective, like I don't need 10, 20 items to fill my day up worth of listings, I just need $500. And right there with those 5 listings, I've already got 350. So you can see how the game gets so much easier when you just play up with high ticketed stuff. And so far, our average sale price on our sourcing today has been upwards of $60, which is exactly what my store is worth. If you have a look at the 500 odd listings that I've got in store, it averages out at about $60. It's because I don't play with the small stuff. I just work on the high ticket stuff. That's going to give me more bang for buck. All right, let's go and check out cash converters. I think people often sleep on cash converters. I'm going in with that same Resident Evil sort of a mindset with this one. All right, so some really cool items in here, but there's a couple of things that are catching my eye. And the first ones are these ones I've got. There's a console here for an Xbox One, and it's only $20. It's got the adapter or the cable there, 20 bucks. And then we've got a PS4 for 50. and another PS4 for 50, and then we've got this Xbox One for 30. I'm tempted to grab them all, to be honest, because even for parts, they can sell pretty well. See, that's a 1 terabyte, and there's the model number, 1540. That 1 terabyte was the best, but I ended up leaving it behind because they only sell for $60. This one though was a cheeky little grab for $5. Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy. Sells for about $30 on eBay, so I had to grab that one. I'm just going to grab some lunch. This is crazy, look at this Range Rover right here. Range Rover has a dog in it, and the lady has just left with the keys in the ignition, aircon on, and she's just walked away from the car. It's a Range Rover. Why in the world would somebody do that?
Yeah, here's the same one.
Thanks, mate. So something you don't see every day in thrift stores is PlayStation portable games. I thought I was onto something here, but unfortunately a lot of them weren't comping up for too much money at a $5 purchase price. I actually had to leave the majority of them behind. Donkey Kong Country Returns, I always think this is worth something. Unfortunately, it's just not. The Beverly Hillbillies, we only had a partial series set here, so I've actually left these behind, but if you had all 5 seasons, they would sell for $80. Submariners, the complete series set here, unfortunately it was only a $6 DVD, so I had to put that one back. This one here though was pretty good. The Simpsons game on PlayStation Portable, about a $35 result on that one on eBay, so for $5 it made sense. The Heart of Dixie, I didn't buy this, but the 4th and final season is a good one to find. If you got all 4 seasons of this, it sells for about $50 to $60, but in the store here today I could only find season 2 and season 4, so for $9 I had to leave that one behind as well. You do need the complete series sets when you're playing in this DVD category. This one was 90% complete. We're missing season 5, but this still sells for $50 on eBay, so I had to grab that. And then the box sets that were complete, well, we had Absolutely Fabulous. This one sells for $40, so for $6, a no-brainer. BBC is what you want to be finding there. See the BBC marking? Have a look for that when you're looking for your DVDs, and you'll generally do all right in the box sets. Now, Downton Abbey, not a great show to be selling on eBay. It doesn't sell for a ton, but this was the gold edition, and the gold edition of this series box set was selling for $40, so I had to say yes at a $10 purchase price.
Paying by card?
Yes, I'll pay by card. Thank you.
That is just $37, please.
Thank you very much. A fantastic run in that store, guys. We've picked up another $160, 4 listings at an average of $40 a piece. It brings us up to now $510 for this little thrift haul, and we've been to what, 4 stores for all of these items. And I think niching down is the best thing that you can do. It makes your thrift runs much quicker because you know what you're going in there and looking for, and if you don't find it, you can just leave and you're not wasting up time. So so far so good. I'm still going to do another couple of stores, and I reckon there's going to be a little bit more in it today. This has been going well so far. So a pretty damn good run. We got 10 items for $540 worth of value, and when we average that out, that works out to $54 a listing. So I always say, you want to be over $50. It's still possible in thrift stores. 10 listings, $540, and plenty of profit expected. We'll go ahead and put it into Flipped It, and then we'll start to list those items up, build out our draft bank, and that's how we do it. Albeit, that is the first time in at least 6 months that I've gone out thrifting. So I wasn't sure what it was going to be like. I didn't know if there was still going to be DVDs or media out there. You see a lot of people online saying that thrift stores, there's just nothing in it, but there definitely is. But I do need to say on this topic of thrifting, for me, that was about 3.5 hours to go and get all of those 10 items. So if you were doing $100 a day worth of a listing strategy, that's 5 days worth of listings. So you could not thrift for almost the rest of the week, and you would have enough stock to get you by. But for this store, we're doing $500 a day. That's only 1 day's worth of listing, and it took me 3.5 hours to try and obtain. So thrifting, if you're trying to do this past $10,000 profit per year, it's just not possible to go out and keep going out and keep thrifting because of the time that it takes to do it. It's a fun little novelty for me to do every so often, but it's not how I get my stock. In large part, it's through things like this, where we're getting big bulk private picks, and we're getting a large amount of DVDs coming in at once. These are DVDs that are actually going to go to the op shop. They're going to be redonated or sent back to the op shop because there's no value in it. There's value in this. $54 a piece. And Kate, you wouldn't have seen this because I've obviously only just come in, but this one here, a prime example, Resident Evil, this is the collector's edition. It was $75 in store. That's the 28th of October. Today's the 30th, so that's been 2 days in store and nobody bought it. But when you do your research on eBay, it sells for $150 to $180. So take off your $75, like that's profitable. But people will pass on that and leave the thrift store and say that thrift stores are now overpriced. But there's still really good money in it, even though you've got to pay up for it. So, you know, it's a give and take. It's a level of understanding and knowledge about what you're doing that's going to help you when you go out thrifting. But I just thought it was a really cool thing today. And I really want to take you through some of the sales now that we've got in this kind of albeit messy garage, isn't it? Yeah. We've got a few things on the floor. We've got some loose tubs from a private pick. This is our sort of our death pile station. So by death pile, if you're new to the channel, it's basically just listings that have yet to go onto eBay. And as you'll see there, we've got some records that we had from the flea market on Sunday. We've got some loose cables from PlayStation games, etc. So there's some stuff that we still need to list in those two tubs, but we are pretty light on overall because obviously I went out thrifting to try and find some more stuff today. But this room is pretty empty because we've only got about 550 odd items in store. And we've got a few things that we've got to kind of clean up around here. But before we go ahead and do all that clean up, because I like to do that by the end of the day, we have 7 sales from when we were out thrifting that I want to take you through. So let's just have a quick look here. No surprises, we've had a DVD go on to sell for our first item. These sales are going to get better as the video goes on, and our best sale was an amazing sale, which I can't wait to show you. But we had this one sell that was only listed up yesterday, and this is the reason why I love selling DVDs on eBay. It's because you get sell-through rates of like 24 to 48 hours if you do it correctly. You do have to list it correctly, right? But Kate, you listed this one up just yesterday, didn't you?
Yes.
Now the comps on eBay for this were pretty good because it was a complete series. This was Yes Minister, but it was also Yes Prime Minister on DVD. So as you can see, there was 2 different series sets there, but they were both complete. And there was a lot of comps on eBay for this thing selling for $29.95. We matched that and we listed ours for $29.95 and it sold for $29.95. Now, somebody else might have listed this up for $34.95 or $40 and they're still waiting to get their sale. We've gone in and out and got our $29.95 because we did our comp research and we saw that that's exactly what this one sells for. So there's no use trying to hold out for top dollar or shoot for $35 to $40 when you can just get the job done. $29.95, it's what it's worth. We didn't even have to accept a best offer. Now, as much as I do love the DVDs, we only have this number of video games, yet it is our best-selling category this year on eBay. It's actually beating our DVD sales. So a really good category for you guys to be trying to track down. I'm very happy with that one that we found today, Resident Evil, because that's going to go in a heartbeat. But this one here did go on to sell while we were out, which was Super Mario Bros. Number 2 on the Nintendo 3DS, and we got a very nice bread and butter $29.95 for that one there. So that was a good sale too. The next one is in tub number 37. I haven't told you one thing actually. Yesterday, I deleted 149 listings from here. They're all $19.95 or under. Yep.
Did you take them out?
No. So that's your job.
Right.
So they've all got their SKU, but you're going to have to go through and find, they're all in the unsold list on eBay. Okay. You just have to go through that list tomorrow and just pluck out every single one of those items. And then from there, what we're going to do, firstly, we've got a store that's $22 is the worst sale price now. So any item that sells, it's going to be 22 bucks. So there's no more mucking around. 149 items out of our 660 were like sub $19.95. And we have that rule around 20 or more, but I'm like, let's just get rid of them. Now we've got a much smaller store, so every sale that we get is going to be like $22 plus, which is brilliant. So tomorrow we just need to go and find them, but we're not going to give up on them. What we're going to do is we're going to there'll be video games that I pulled out at $20. We'll bundle them. So we're still going to be able to salvage them, but we're going to rotate them from a $19.95 product and we're going to turn it into like a $30, $35 product by doing bundles. And then anything that isn't worth bundling, see you later. We're going to donate it, get rid of it, probably go with this. Anyway, I just thought I'd tell you that. This was the next one. This is sort of our miscellaneous area of the garage, guys. We've got some video game consoles predominantly in here, but then we go to the flea market every so often and you'll see things like action figures in boxes and Harry Potter books and lunch boxes and all random crap that we probably shouldn't have in our store. We are predominantly just DVDs and video games like you saw us thrifting today, but cameras is something that I do a little bit of. And we've got the A1 Primer Canon underwater video camera. This is a really cool camera. It's about $300 if it was in working condition. I sold it for about $250 a couple of months ago, and then I had it come back as a return. A return that I was perplexed by. Yeah, that's it. There you go. It's a really nice camera, underwater camera. Got this in a big video game. Got this in a big camera lot. And yeah, no, this one ended up selling for $50. I just got rid of it because I know there's problems with it. You listed it up for parts for like $120, and then I had a best offer come in and I just accepted the offer for $50. So I'd known we've had some troubles with it and I just wanted to see it gone. It's been in the store for about 6 months now, but it does have its manual. It was only a minor issue from the guy when he sent back the return. It was like a very small thing that I probably could have gone and got fixed, but I don't know. We've made up our money quite heavily on that camera lot that we bought. So that was just another one to just get out the door. But for $50, Canon cameras, look, you can sell them for hundreds and hundreds, even thousands of dollars. I think it's a very, very good category to start to learn. Okay, this one was sitting in tub number 30, which I've gone ahead and looked out already. It is a very clean looking PlayStation 1. So we've got a console, we've got all the cables, and we've got two very clean controllers and a memory card. But we don't know if it works, do we? We weren't sure if it works. We weren't 100% sure. We don't have the TV port to be able to plug in these cables. So we've just gone ahead and said, look, we don't know if it works or not. And therefore, somebody's got a fantastic deal of $90. Now, you're probably thinking, Matt, why didn't you go and work out a way to go and get it tested? Well, yeah, absolutely. That's a very, very fair point. We could have. We should have. But still, $90. We got this in a big bulk lot buy. Where again, like the camera, we've made our money considerably on the deal. And this is just another item to get out the door. So we're very, very happy to get a $90 sale price on this because it is all predominantly profit. And we'll put it into a box and we'll get one shipped off for about $15. That brings it down to $75. You take off your fees of about $10, brings it into $65 clean cash to reinvest and go again. So it was a nice sale price, $90, albeit, for parts or untested, but still a pretty cool result. Tub number 36, this is a nice little vintage one that we got off Selwyn. We sold this thing for $135. It's a Nintendo Game & Watch. Now you can get these Game & Watches in all different types. There's Mario ones, there's Zelda ones, there's a ton of different ones out there. But this is the Donkey Kong Jr. version. They are pretty rare. I don't know how old this thing is. I think there's a date stamp, 1982 on this thing. So incredibly rare vintage item, a really nice collectible item for people out there. $135 sale price on that one, which I thought was excellent. Sold in a couple of weeks. Oh, I'm sad to see this one go because it is the end of our run of Facebook Marketplace Lego sets. This is the last one, the Trevi Fountain. The Trevi Fountain, brand new and sealed architectural Lego set. Such a collectible item, guys. Now, I've spoken before on these videos about how to identify Lego, and the best way to identify it is to find its model number, and there it is down there. You got 21062. And if you do a search on eBay for that, and you search it in brand new condition like this one is, you'll see that these things sell for around about $200 because that's exactly what we just sold ours for. So we had some really good winners. The other day, I think we sold one for $240, and then we had another one sell for more, $370. So you're getting $200 to $300 a piece for these bigger Lego sets. Just a monster category to be finding and selling. Happy to pay up for these when they're brand new and sealed. Actually today in the cash converters that we were in, I don't think I put it on camera, but there was a $600 Lego set that was super vintage. And it was selling on eBay overseas for like $900 to $1,000. I was half tempted to buy it. Yeah, if you could sell it for $1,000, take off fees and postage, you're still going to make about $100, $150. The sell-through rate being such a rare collectible Lego set, the sell-through rate looked pretty good. That's weird, man. Like after all this time, I'm happy to fork out $650 because I just trust the confidence of the sell-through rate to be able to make $150 back. You got to remember, you get that $650 back as well. This one here, I bought it for $100 on Facebook Marketplace. So 100 into 200. Take off fees, postage, cost of goods. It's only going to make us about $30 or $40. But we've only had these up for what? A week and a half at most. Super fast sell-through rate, especially this time of year around Christmas. The 4K Ultra HD Game of Thrones on the Blu-ray. Not only is this one sale that we've had come through, but we're waiting on payment for a second one. We've sold 2 today. $240 this is sold for. Now the profit on this is still going to be quite low because I think we ended up paying $150 to get it. So 150 buy price to sell it for 240. Again, we're making that $30 to $40 worth of profit. But they are it's almost the end of our, they're in there. JB Hi-Fi, yeah. They're in there. If you have a look at what we've got left, pretty much just those two.
Yeah.
So it's just,
And maybe this one?
yeah, the Blackadder. So there's 4, but this one's awaiting payment. So we do have another one that we're trying to sell for 240. I got it listed for 270, but I'm taking the best offer because it's been up for probably, I reckon it's been 6 months. So yeah, there's almost 2 left once we can get that other one paid for. So 240 bucks. We ended up buying, I think if you watch that, I made a video about it. I think we spent about $3,000 to make $2,000 profit. And we did accept a couple of best offers along the way, so I think it would have brought that more down to about $1,500 in profit. So spend $3,000 at JB Hi-Fi to make $1,500, and in the space of about 6 months or so, we're almost finalising that deal, which was a great turnaround because these things, DVDs, Blu-rays, sell incredibly well. Like I said before, guys, if you are interested in working out how I actually go about the process of sourcing these items at a profitable price to be able to put onto eBay and get the return, definitely check out that PDF that I've made for you guys. It's totally free to get. Just jump onto the link in the description below and you'll be able to find it. If you've enjoyed this thrifting video, I used to do it a whole lot more regularly, and this is probably one of my better ones. So you can go and check out that thrifting video right there. We're going to go ahead and list up these DVDs. Appreciate you tuning into this one, guys. We'll see you when they sell. Hey,